I think we're literally going to go in, grab the grapes, and that's basically going to be the day. Could I be absolutely wrong? Yes. There might be an extra cave. Like, do I think that 13% of it is just going to be one pile of grapes? I don't know. But I guess we're going to find out soon. Before we can do that, though, like I said, we need to make sure we do the Dandori stuff. And I'm probably just going to cut it to the end to where we get the platinum. Dude. Don't you dare do this by one freaking point. Are you kidding me? Game! Game, really? Really? By one? Dude, that's such BS. Come on, that's so petty. That's so freaking petty, man. Oh my god, that was absolutely ridiculous. And I didn't realize that there was a comeback mechanic to where if the opponent's like super down, it'll give them a ×5. Thankfully, it was on strawberries. But that explains why it was so easy for him to catch up on stuff. But honestly, that's going to be the harder one because that one is all about strategy and making sure you can beat your opponent. Having Ochi be able to carry 100 items is just very useful for that, though. Okay, I did that one a lot better. We had a short amount of time to spare. I think like 30 seconds. So, 23, not terrible. We don't have to get the best score. We just have to get platinum. So, I am all for that. Worked out. We got both of those done. So now, we are able to do the rest of our stuff. Okay, so since we're here, we might as well do some of the pup training, and then we'll go into the actual exploration to finish things off. I figure we might as well get the chomp down. That does seem to be helping a lot in stuff like Dandori. So I don't mind that. There's one where he can jump. Oh my gosh, that's going to be incredibly good. And then do we want to grab anything from Russ? I think that's the big question. We can definitely power whistle. After that last moment, like that power whistle actually would have saved a few Pikmin. And that sucks that it showed up and I didn't get it. Okay. Fingers crossed that this will be the day where we can 100% everything. Because if we can't, that is going to suck. There is one Pikmin where it's like, oh, we don't know what this Pikmin is yet. So I don't know if that's going to be anything. I don't know if we have to, like, clear out the entire map. Like, it looks like not everybody has been rescued. Oh! We have 6 treasures left. Which means we probably do have a cave. Okay. We would have to if there's one more rescue left. And 6 more treasures. Because no other treasure is on the map. Like I said, though, this is planned to be a quick day, and if need be, I can always split things up anyway, so I'm not too concerned. So first things first, we are going to grab the blue Pikmin. And the instant thing that I am going to do, once we are actually over here, so that none of the Pikmin end up dying, and God, I feel like an idiot for not thinking about this. Or that. Anyway, we are going to use the ultra spicy spray. And we're just going to go ham. Like, completely and utterly. And just destruction, mayhem, absolute hell to these enemies. Yeah, a few Pikmin died. That is not the best thing, if I'm being honest. But you know what? It's what we had to do. The other question is, this is going to sound really stupid, but does destroying stuff like the walls actually count for 100%? Because I could see them doing that, you know? It'd be silly. I could absolutely see them doing something like that. Okay. And now... Okay, so that did not go up. So... Wait, did I just discover... I discovered this cave and I apparently just never went into it. Okay then. Well, I guess we now know where we're going. Oh, that's so silly. That's absolutely so silly. But I mean, considering there's only 5 treasures, I feel like it's only going to be a few floors, and it's not going to be a big issue. Like, if anything, this might be a longer episode because we're doing 2 full days. And if that is the case, I do apologize, but hey, it would be kind of wild if our first 100%ed area is legitimately like the 3rd area. That'd be kind of wild. That's why, because it was buried, so I didn't know it was there. Okay, well that actually makes me feel better. Actually, no, because I'm pretty sure I dug this up and I just never went into it. Okay. Subzero Sauna. The temperature keeps dropping the further I dive underground. It's as if I'm in a sauna, but the air is stiffingly cold instead of hot. My spacesuit protects me, but the Pikmin keep shivering. I wonder if there's a way I could warm up them. them up down here. Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I figured was that ice Pikmin. I am surprised that it suggests blue Pikmin, though. It's definitely not something I expected. Yeah, let's do 50 ice, 30 blue. You know, just one of those situations where it's suggesting ice, it's an ice area. I mean, we kind of have to just bring ice Pikmin. Like, I'm obsessed with these little guys. So we probably should. Oh, okay, there's poison stuff. I'm not gonna lie, that part is unfortunate. But we are definitely gonna make this work. So, first things first. Break out all that. Oh, finally, we get some ice enemies too. Oh yeah, and I guess to be fair, with the ice enemies, they can't actually freeze. And that's something that I never really thought about. It's kind of crazy. Oh, no, not the blue. I mean, yeah, the kiwis are important. Oh, I'm sorry, blue Pikmin. Is the poor thing frozen? Try whistling to see if it'll respond. Maybe if you call it attractive and hot, then he will be. Like, yeah, that's definitely how that works. All right, yeah, I'll just leave them be to do what they need to. Are you kidding me? You did not add a Wally Hop that can't be frozen. Are you out of your mind? That's actually disgusting. Also, that being there is also quite disgusting. And I don't exactly know how I want to deal with this. I think I'm just going to have Ochi just ram into him and hope. Yeah! Exactly what I was hoping for. No. Don't worry about the corpse. We can deal with stuff like that later. Right now, we have other things that we need to deal with. And just hope that there's no enemies that I don't know about. Because I realize there's a few things like this gate that I never actually destroyed. So it is very possible that some Pikmin will just run straight into hell. Oh, no, because we already dealt with that. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to worry about running into hell when there is no hell. It's them! It's them! Oh my goodness. The white Pikmin. I knew they had to be here. I'm kind of sad, though, that these guys aren't going to be called, like, toxic Pikmin or anything like that. And I'm kind of sad that it's in, like, a speed-up version we're coming up with these guys. But the white Pikmin! Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. White Pikmin are some of the most useful Pikmin, because if an enemy ends up eating a white Pikmin, it will take poison damage from it. Now, granted, this is not the game where you're going to have a ton of white Pikmin, so it's not something that you can easily just, like, throw a bunch and then, you know, a Snagret eats them and then you're fine. But it is still an extremely useful tactic to be able to use. So, honestly, like, I believe I've said this, but white Pikmin and winged Pikmin are probably the most useful Pikmin in the entire series. The white Pikmin. Rare white Pikmin come from white candy pop buds that bloom in caves. They're small and notably fast on their feet, but their attacks are lacking. Imbued with enough poison to be lethal to a Bulborb, these wild Pikmin are resistant to poisonous gas themselves. So honestly, the one thing that is going to be helpful for this is it. Unfortunately, in this playthrough, there's going to be so many Pikmin that just aren't that useful, and they are more gimmicky. But to be honest, I can actually see in like I said earlier, in a challenge run, these Pikmin are gonna have potential to be really, really useful. Just because we're going to be able to jump into these kinds of caves and get them a lot earlier, since we're not necessarily going to be going for everything. And I'm sure at some other point, these guys are going to be needed for one challenge or another. And not only that, I believe these are the last Pikmin that we can get. Because we have the rock Pikmin, we have the wing Pikmin, we have the rock Pikmin. So yeah, we have ice, we have glow. We have every Pikmin type. It is a shame though, if because we have uncovered every single area. So it's possible, like, you just won't need these guys a lot. But I will say, though, I will be doing Pikmin 2 at some point on the channel. So if like, white Pikmin are your favorite, or rock Pikmin are your favorite, well, rock Pikmin aren't going to matter for Pikmin 2. But I still need to do Pikmin 3 anyway. I was just waiting to do Pikmin 2. And then Pikmin 4 ended up coming. So I was like, you know what? Frick it. I'm doing Pikmin 4. I'm not waiting for this. Oh, shoot. Okay. The fact that we currently have ice around makes me think that we are going to be in for a lot of trouble. Oh. And there are going to be stalagmites falling from the ceiling. Sorry if I got that wrong, but you know what? I'm bound to get these things wrong. So I guess we're in some kind of like cooler. Okay, this is gonna be a trend, and I am not gonna like it, cause you know one of these is gonna impale me. But buddy, you have the wrong target. Hey, there we go. We have some more poison. It's really weird, though, that the one time we finally get a cave that is completely and utterly all about ice Pikmin is where we get the poison. Hold up. There's a Pikmin shivering from the cold. There must be something we can do. Rouse them up with the whistle. Maybe if they jump on Ochi, they'll warm up. But what could be making it so cold down here in the first place? Aw, poor ice Pikmin. Literally introduced and in the cave. Like, honestly, thinking about it, that means that they are the most common to end up being used for, or for you to actually see that screen. Okay, my aim cannot be that bad. Oh, it's frozen, so it straight up isn't gonna work. Because it's a frozen lake. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Alright, so I'm only gonna be able to use ice Pikmin for a while, which is really good that I only brought them, or that I brought so many of them. Though it seems like a lot of these, yeah, okay. So here's what we're gonna need to do. We are gonna need to go off to the side. Every Pikmin is going to need to be disbanded, except for the ice. We're going to switch to Ochi. And to make sure that we don't lose every single freaking Pikmin that isn't an ice type, we're going to have them just cuddle up to Ochi's bum. They knew exactly what they were doing. Oh, okay. I was not expecting that, if I'm being completely honest. They're really going all out with this whole elemental types of these enemies, because these guys used to just be, like, regular enemies. There was not types of them, so that's actually kind of cool. Alright, I'm guessing that you are in the water. We can't grab that either because of the poison. This is such a weird situation, though. Okay. So we were able to get it. But to be honest, before we do anything, I am definitely going to want to take this guy out. Because if this guy ends up attacking all of our other Pikmin, that's just going to suck. Because I'm sure that he will cause a freeze effect anyway. Oh, okay. So that's how you get... That's how you get them through. That makes sense. Because I was like, the water's there, so that's not going to make a difference. Like, how are you... How the white Pikmin going to get to that? But there are easily so many different ways that is going to work. Okay. So now we don't have to worry about the Pikmin being on Ochi's back. But I'm so glad we did, because I did not realize that was frozen over. And if I would have just left the white Pikmin there, that would have been terrible. Because if they didn't freeze to death, they would have drowned. Literally the choice between, like, hypothermia... Okay. Yeah, hypothermia and just straight up drowning. Which, honestly, both options sound awful. Okay, you guys can easily take this stuff. Now, as far as I know, there... Are you kidding me? Of course they would just add an ice spider. Why the frick not? Why not? Look, it's fine. He just sneezes ice. Kinda got a cool design, though. I'm not gonna lie. Guys, what's happening? Oh, the... I guess this was important. There we go. I figured there was a reason it had to be breakable. I just didn't think it would actually be that big of an issue. Okay, so now we can deal with the... Never mind. I forgot. We're saving this person. ID is being checked. We got Kaya. Oh my god, she's adorable. Oh my god, she kind of looks like a humanoid Elmo. God dang it. Kaya from home planet Nichiki. Though a member of her school's planetary science club, the hours she spends cloud gazing rarely lead to scientific observations. That sounds like a very humanoid Elmo thing to do. Yes, Colin. I almost just called you Colin. What are you guys doing? Guys. Why? They almost just walked into the water. And now we have an ice Pikmin that is currently being posted. Oh my god, the absolute chaos of this video cannot be understated. It's genuinely ridiculous. Can they... I guess we're about to find out if there is an area that does not have water that these guys can go through. And the answer is no. And that's what I thought. So, yeah, that's a bummer. But yeah, the blue Pikmin will be able to go back. Me emphasizing blue just to make sure I said the right freaking word. Yeah, this sub area wasn't that bad though. Oh, you guys were already flowered. Okay, I was like, you guys are really missing out here. That's all been transported, and it's 100%. Let's go. Oh, what a lovely, lovely moment. Alright, so I could grab all the teensy-weensy little corpses all around the area. Did not mean to do that. But I think I'm going to leave them. Wait, what? Wait, what? How do you leave? Do you actually jump higher when this is frozen? Because if that's the case, I feel like an idiot. You guys remember that one area where I was like, oh, we can't get there yet. There's no way to be able to get there. Oh, boo-hoo, this is so upsetting and so unfortunate. All I had to do was freeze it. You know, like one of the main freaking mechanics of the game. And I thought I straight up couldn't do it. Okay. Alright, Spence, that's fine. Well, I guess next episode is just going to be going back to those two areas and doing some cleanup then. Because that's kind of what it has to be. Okay, what... You made an icy version of this guy? Oh my god. Okay, this guy was from Pikmin 1. And he is going to potentially pose a threat. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot of ice Pikmin. Okay. That being said, though, I feel decently confident. But before we go against him, it is definitely best to make sure that we get rid of all of this stuff. Just so that we don't have to worry about, like, oh, we accidentally threw this Pikmin at him. And believe it or not, it looks like well, I didn't know that was going to happen. Are you kidding me? That's like all of my ice Pikmin that he just killed. Yeah, but believe it or not, this is not like a fire type situation. Okay, he's gonna shake them. Okay, I really do not like this boss. This is actually a harder version than the Pikmin 1 version. Because in that version, you were, like, he actually spit something out at you. And, like, yeah, he kind of does that in this version. But in that one, you were supposed to throw a Pikmin into his mouth, and this one, they changed it to where you don't. And then he just swallows all of your freaking Pikmin. Like, I had 60 ice Pikmin. That is so many Pikmin that he just destroyed. Like, that sucks. Oh my god. This is supposed to be, like, the easiest thing. And we just lost so many ice Pikmin. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. This has been a rough 2 days in Pikmin. Good work on the rescue. Let's see what we can learn from the ID. We have Vonda. She fiercely believes that what unexplored lands need most is art. So she hired and flew a TV crew to this planet to create some. See, that's just stupid. Alright, that's the soap opera? I figured that was gonna be the director. But apparently not. Interesting. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that frustrates me though is that we lost three of the white Pikmin. Like, yeah, we did still gain Pikmin there. But like losing the ice Pikmin sucks, but it's at least the primary Pikmin. And we did at least gain some beforehand, so it's a major loss. But, okay, you know what? It's not as bad because we did not instantly get that. And there's the thinker. Okay. So, it says there's 3 Pikmin that are just idle. Oh. I would have been so livid if we were put into a situation where... Actually, no, because Ochi could have grabbed it. Yeah, so you know what? Never mind. This is why I instantly made sure that Ochi could carry things like this. Okay. Hey, Ochi. I love you, buddy. But, you are not using your noggin, buddy. Doesn't even look like... Okay, it's literally just going to be small enough. Yeah. It just said we 100%ed it. Oh my god. I cannot believe we had less trouble. Not less trouble. But we basically did not lose a single Pikmin with the water wraith. But this guy? We lost so many Pikmin. It's unbelievable. My god, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to get over that. Like, it already hurt that we lost so many Pikmin. But that was most of my ice Pikmin. And because they're so useful, it's just like, oh, man. That one stings. That one stings a lot. Like, if anything, you'd think those would have been the ones that were more immune. I mean, I'm glad that the rest of the Pikmin didn't die from that, but, like, had the blue Pikmin died, that wouldn't have been that bad. Okay, they look really cute together. Okay. So, we got the memory fragment, left edge, true goo, that really just looks like the black goo, whatever. The contemplation statue, and the nuggets. 100% completion for the cave, and our first 100%ed area. We lost 35 ice Pikmin. We lost 35 ice Pikmin. Oh god, oh dear god, and... Like, I know we only lost 7 blue, but we had like 170 blue. Like an episode ago. God, okay. Well, that is all of the Pikmin. I will say the one thing that I'm not a big fan of for this is just the fact that it relies so heavily on specific Pikmin. Like, yeah, the glow Pikmin you can get at any time through night expeditions. And that's not exactly what I mean. What I do mean, though, is the fact that you have to go out of your way to go into caves to get any winged Pikmin, any rock Pikmin, any ice Pikmin. That bothers me. It bothers me so much. Like, we didn't even find an onion for the ice Pikmin, and we went to all three areas and almost 100% of them. I don't know. Like, I'm definitely going to talk more about this once we actually, finish and talk about, like, my thoughts about the game. Because there are a few things that I feel a little bit more negatively about for this game than I do positively. And one of those things is definitely the lack of onions. Because if we were able to just grab a bunch of... Okay, that startled me for a second there. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that guy. But if we were able to just go in and grab a bunch more ice Pikmin after we got them, it would be fine. If it's like two different types of Pikmin, and suddenly it's like, oh, you don't have to worry about this. This is not a struggle. This is not a problem. Then it wouldn't bother me. Because at least you'd be able to replenish with the onion. But it hurts so much more when you go into an area and it's just like, oh, you want more ice Pikmin? Go find a cave. Like, okay, yeah, that is an option, but I also want, like, if you want to introduce them that way, that's fine. But also give me that option to respawn them with the onions. And it feels like such a step back. Because at least in Pikmin 2, it was only those two types of Pikmin. It was only white Pikmin and purple Pikmin that you could only get in the caves. And that I was fine with. Because you still had the management of the other Pikmin, and it wasn't overpopulated. Like, sure, the purple Pikmin felt like a gimmick a lot of times. But they could also be used very much in combat. Same for white Pikmin. They were very useful. And in Pikmin 3, you were given those onions for the rock and the winged Pikmin, and guess what? They've both felt like they had a purpose. But in this game, honestly, like, you could go through the entire game and only end up really using 4 Pikmin types, and you could probably finish the game no problem up to this point. And, like, yeah, that's not a terrible thing. But to me, that also just shows a huge problem with the game. Like, you don't need the rock Pikmin. You don't need the winged Pikmin. And I understand why that is. You want to make the ice Pikmin more prominent. And that's so cool. But you don't even need the glow Pikmin for a lot of it, except for... Like, don't get me wrong. You do actually still need the glow Pikmin. Because you need to save all the crew, and you need to stop the leaflings. But overall, like, glow Pikmin aren't as useful unless you go out of your way to get a bunch of them. But I do enjoy the idea of glow Pikmin. Every other Pikmin type, though, it's like, why did you even bring this Pikmin type back if you're not going to let me use it? Because there was a lot of that thing of, oh, you need these Pikmin to move on. You know, and you didn't know. You would go and you'd explore and you'd discover, oh, hey, I do actually need these yellow Pikmin. And we had that with the Statue of Liberty in the last episode, which I thought was pretty neat. You know, I complained about it, because of course I did. But it was still a nice thing to be able to see and be able to be like, okay, I need to readjust my thought process on this area. And that's fine. But honestly, there's only been one area that I can think of where we straight up need the winged Pikmin, even in the overworld, to get a treasure. There was one area in a cave, but you could cheese it with yellow Pikmin. So it's something that I'm a little bit disappointed with. I know it's silly to say I wish that they didn't bring the other Pikmin back, but I kind of do, because there's this excitement of, oh look, you got the white Pikmin! Okay, but what can I use them for? I've gotten through most of the areas, most of the battles, absolutely no problem. And while I could have gotten them early and I could have utilized them, I wouldn't have wanted to, because you only gave them to me in one cave. The thing about the ice Pikmin being in caves that makes it work is because so many of the caves have ice Pikmin to where you have enough to where you want to use them. But that's not the same for the winged Pikmin, the the rock Pikmin, and the white Pikmin. There are literally 3 Pikmin types. Not 3, 4 Pikmin types that really aren't used in the game. And I don't know, maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe the next area will show a bunch of these different Pikmin types being utilized. But I guess I kind of just feel a little cheated. Because there is no reason to grab those Pikmin types and to use them. And I'm really hoping that changes, because that's not a criticism that I like to have. I'm so excited that they brought these Pikmin back. But I don't like the fact that I can't use them. Because that's what made the other Pikmin games a lot of fun, was that you had puzzles that revolved around the Pikmin, but there was also a reason to use the winged Pikmin in Pikmin 3. Because you could use them for easier to, like, bring things easier to the base. Here, it's more set up like a Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2 overworld, to where winged Pikmin aren't needed. And you don't need purple Pikmin if you have Ochi powered up enough. The watermelon, completely moot to get the purple Pikmin. So, like, rock Pikmin, I don't even think we really have used them outside of, like, Dandori. And don't get me wrong, it's so cool that they're there, but the one Dandori challenge that had the rock Pikmin, my one thing was that, oh, I wish they didn't have the rock Pikmin, because you can just do everything with the water Pikmin and it just slows you down more than adding strategy. You know, it just gets rid of the entire purpose of why you have all of these Pikmin types. So, again, I'm really hoping that changes, but the fact that we have that plus the limited amount of Pikmin that you can have out, and you're seeing as this is going on, that's not always the worst thing. You know, if that didn't happen, maybe we wouldn't have lost 30 Pikmin. If we only had 60 available Pikmin, maybe I would have been a little more cautious. But it still doesn't change all of these issues that I'm currently having with the game. And don't get me wrong, I'm so happy about Pikmin 4. I'm loving this game. It's the only big criticism, or really any criticism that I have so far. But the problem with that is that it's an important criticism. Because it just makes me wonder, why even go and grab the... Like, if you're not going for 100%, is somebody ever going to discover these? And the biggest way to fix that problem is to allow us to have the onions in the areas they're introduced. I think it's cool that they have the other onions of, like, red and blue and yellow all over the place, and if you already got it, you get more Pikmin. Or if you missed it in one area and you couldn't figure out how to get it, you could get it in another area. I like that concept. It makes it more of an open world Pikmin, but the problem with the idea of an open world Pikmin is that it becomes limited if you don't add all of those elements to add on to that open world. And I think that's kind of where it's struggling. Like, it kind of knows what it wants to do, but it really doesn't. Anyway, we got the Dusk Pustules. Pustules? Yeah, Dusk... Sorry, the Dawn Pustules. I think Dusk is the purple ones. We got the Memory Fragment Left Edge. The True Goo. Yeah, all that stuff. We found that in the cave. Not a big deal. Investigation is complete because we have 100%ed the area completely. Captain Olimar is from Hockatate, isn't he? I hear that planet's quite well known for its vegetables. Apparently, they're indescribably delicious. It's always been a dream of mine to one day eat a genuine Hockatate golden pick carrot. But they're so expensive, I haven't had the right occasion to justify it. Ah, yes! Golden pick carrots, just talking about them brings me back to Mother's kitchen and her amazing cooking. She'd blend them up in a mixer until they were liquefied, nutritious, delicious, and extremely efficient for consumption. She took all those beautiful, expensive carrots and made juice? Does that even count as cooking? That is a great question. Anyway, though, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. I don't know exactly how I'm going to splice this together, but it is very possible that this might be a bit of a longer episode just because of how everything is set up. But I do want to say thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, share us out with everyone love, brother, mother, sister, father, iguana, and let me know what you guys think about all of the Pikmin and where, like, would you prefer to have the onions? I have heard they exist in the game, but I don't know how many areas we have left, and I think we have unlocked every area. So if the next area is the last one and we get the last onion, then for me, it's too late. Like, if I find out that we can go back and 100% the rest of the stuff, then great. But for my playthrough, it just makes all these other Pikmin kind of trivial. Anyway, though, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, and keep your toes safe. Thank you for watching my video, guys. If you look over to the left, you can see a playlist of one of my many playthroughs on the channel, as well as a fun video up above it. And if you look over to the right, you can subscribe to the channel, as well as see another video, either from my channel or one of my friends' channels. Either way, it's sure to be a fun time. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Keep your toes safe.